Guitar solo! Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Last time, we investigated an assassination plot, though didn't stop it. This time, we're gonna learn more about somebody in our party. I'll get to that in just a sec. Starting off, in the back of Harhei Palace. Ooh, I'd be nervous to come out if I were you if you're not military personnel. Hi there. Meh. Furara knew friends would find Furara. Furara wanted to meet nice emperors, so went into throne room with no permission, but got chased away by soldiers. Are you alright? Furara okay now, though. I had enough of being chased through though. Furara want to go back to Uraya Cave and snuggle up eating mushrooms. But Voltus Trade Guild Waki Waki guidebook say, Waki Waki Naba must not go to same place twice. Is sad, but Furara have to look for different cave to snuggle up instead. Anyway, maybe we meet again. Best of luck. We've met again at long last, and now, I think what we'll do is... I gotta cancel a Merc mission. I have somebody in mind that I'd really like to use, and they're off on business right now. I specifically need... Percy.
Back to battle.
Do you think he gets annoyed at me calling him that? I hope he does. If we check Percival's chart, he now has a node that tells us to go to Naril Central Plaza in Moradane and complete the quest Failure and Success. First time we're seeing anything like this on a blade chart, and something tells me he's not gonna be able to do this one from a Merc mission. It's right over here in the back alley. Come on, Eleonora, time to pay up. I'm sorry, but I'll need another day or two. Oh, that J-body scandal did not pay off. I'm getting awful tired of hearing that line. How long are you gonna keep us waiting, huh? But I don't have any money. Please, just give me time. Yeah, no. Your time's already up. If she can't pay, she can't pay. Hey, got an idea? Huh? Should we do something? Yeah, we can't let them get away with this. What? Percival, what the? Shove off! You should leave here. I do as I please, gutter trash. Ah! He's strong, all right. We're outmatched here. I say again, leave. I will not repeat myself further. Damn it, we'll meet again. Failure and success. Yeah, you failed and I succeeded. Everything okay? Are you hurt? Yes, no. I'm fine. Thank you ever so much for your help. Can I just ask, what was their deal? They, came to collect on a loan. One day at work, I accidentally caused a wealthy patron to be injured. They made me cover the medical fees, which put me in significant debt. The person I borrowed from was not a nice man, and the interest kept mounting up. I gave them everything I earned, but still my debt kept increasing. Right, that explains why those goons were all over you. If this keeps up, I won't have enough to live on, much less pay them back. I don't know what the point of living is anymore. Don't talk like that. It sure as hell beats dying, I can tell you that much. Yeah, what Nia said. While there's life, there's hope, or something like that. It's too soon to give up just yet. Exactly, we'll do what we can to help you repay the debt. You would? Thank you, oh thank you! For now, you should probably go home and rest. You're looking a bit pale. Okay, if you think that's best. I live close by here. Please, do let me know if you learn anything. Yeah, leave it to us. Thank you once again. Be well, friends. Right, now then, shall we ask around about this loan shark person? Would you mind waiting a moment? What's up, Percival? My intuition tells me that this is no simple dispute among civilians. I feel there's more at play. I wish to be part of this investigation. That is quite something coming from you, Percival. Why not? Let's split up and search for clues. And once we've asked around, let's meet back up at Eleonora's, okay? Understood.
Hey, I'm back now.
This is an entire side quest focused on Percival. Someone who is not at all a part of the main story and really hasn't had much focus. He's just kind of another random blade, but this means that every single rare blade has a side quest focused on them, giving them more character and fleshing them out. It's damn impressive that they went to all the trouble of doing this, and it's content that I'm sure a lot of players never saw, because it's quite a Herculean task to get every single rare blade in the game. Much less get them to a point where they can actually do these quests. Percival's case, he needs level 3 key affinity. This is season coming out of the old city of Tedham one night. Weird, huh? I bet he's cooking up some scheme. This is the earliest possible time that we've been able to do Percival's quest, and I've been purposely raising blades in order of how pressing their quests are, like when we'd first be able to play them. I obviously can't do all of them as soon as possible, but it's kind of nice that we've got one of them here. Sorry, I've got nothing. I don't know anything about a moneylender. Oh, but hey, one here's about some strange things happened in Townsfolk recently, so you guys be careful. Got another guy up here, Phileas. Maybe ask you about something. No, sorry, I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about that. But yeah, however, I do have a good fortune of being the owner of a very lucky vase. Want to come and look? His dopey grin in his face while he says that, and after we're walking off is so great. He's like, yeah, I really told them. I bet they're gonna be really excited to see that. I bet they'll be coming back any second now. I want to check on the informant while we're in the area. Greedy monster, 8,000 gold. I don't want to grab that, but I thought I would just show that he has some interesting intel, and that's something to think about for the future. In the main plaza, Gagachi. Aren't you Naruto's teacher or something? Yes, sir. Up by Hardhay Palace. What have you seen, my good military man? A moneylender? Gee, I don't know. About that buy cash or do without is my credo. So I'm sorry, but I got places to be. Mind taking your questions elsewhere? Over on the west side, yo, we have a new merc mission. Well, my life is officially over. You and everyone else's today. Something wrong. I keep telling him that I can't deal with heights, but the foreman keeps giving me these ridiculous jobs anyway. He's only told me to take care of the gondola maintenance inspection. How am I meant to carry out repairs all the way up there? I'd pass out from the sheer terror of it. Percival, maybe you and the guys could look into this? Yes, my liege. Really? You do this for me? You do this for me? You must be the kindest people I've ever met. Thanks so much. You're lifesavers. You really are. Percival's just putting out fires all over the place. That's impressive because his hair is fire. Keep going this way. Okay, over there. Over there. Over there. Kultok. That's a cut lock. Apologies, I don't know anything about that subject. How about you ask Luna Theo? Here's all sorts of gossip. And then the last one, oh hey, look at that, right on cue. Luna Theo, like Theo, but on the moon. Loan shark, huh? No clue. But there's definitely dudes here that you shouldn't tangle with. I would be interested to hear the details. They've been going around town lately pretend hurting themselves to extort money from hardworking people. What's worse, though, is that there's a doctor working with them, charging the injured stupidly high fees. You do well to steal well clear of those noise, fellas. Over there is somebody who wants to talk to us because they got something. If I go into Crosset's chart, remember when I said not to check her chart as soon as you got to More Ardain and to wait a while? Yeah! It says that as soon as you get to More Ardain, as if that last side quest with the murder and all that wasn't being discreet enough about Morag being a party member. It's DLC, though, I understand. It was added after the fact and they have to be upfront about this stuff. Oh dear, this child seems troubled. We should see what the matter is. Hey there, little one, what's the matter? My mom and dad went out somewhere and they've been gone a long time. And now you're hungry and upset? How did you know? Oh, you know, I'm just kind of like that. If you got some ingredients at home, we can try and make you something. How about it? Really? Of course. Just you watch, Pyra. I'll make him a meal he won't soon forget. Your face! Okay, give it your best shot, Crosset. It burns! Boy, but she said he wouldn't forget it. She wasn't kidding. Most unfortunate outcome, Crosset. It looks like I'm not quite on Pyra's level just yet. I must have put too much fire into the dish and it got a bit explosive. I personally thought it was quite all right. A child's taste buds are more sensitive, though. You do have to take that into account. I guess I should have. Well, no matter. Next time will be a success, I know it. I believe in you, Crosset. Thanks, that means so much to me. I'll make you proud, Pyra. Crossette's cooking repertoire has increased. That's level 2 of ardent cooking, necessary to unlock all of her skills.
Pyra will have to notice me now.
Senpai. I would love to show you Crossette's ardent cooking, but she has a deathly allergy to the type of pine that Auntie Corinne's house is made out of, and she can only cook at Tora's house. Unfortunately, entering Tora's house will trigger a new side story, so I don't want to do that while we're in the middle of another side story. And off in the background, I saw it too. Tully, I want to get your phone number so you can make me hopeful that there will be Waterstones in the area, but never have it be the case. It was a bit of a mix-up while I was moving some goods. A real Precious Antiques got into jumble with all the counterfeits. Yeah, we're talking really valuable items. We're talking about 1 million G. What? If I wind up giving a client a counterfeit and plays the real thing, let's just say it'll be curtains for me. I'm clutching at straws here. Do you know of any way to sort out the real deal from the fakes? We can help you out if you have a mind to let us handle it. What, really? I can trust you guys with this? You won't mess up, right? Well, I won't make any promises. Up on top of the building that we were just at, Miney. Cloudsea's great, don't you think? It's so huge and beautiful. I want to become a salvager, you know? I gotta try it out once. I gotta try it out once years back. Didn't find anything, even though I let me use a silver cylinder. But even so, it was so much fun. Don't you think it'd be great to be able to do a job you enjoy in a place you love? Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good life. I know, right? It's just a dream for me right now, though. My family don't have the cash to buy any salvager gear. Let's buy the boy a golden cylinder. Even better than the one he remembered getting as a kid. Take it, kid. A golden cylinder for me? Really? I don't even know how many years it would take me to earn the money for something like this. Just looking at it is making me want to become a salvager even more. Yeah, someday I'll use this and salvage something really good. I'll haul up some incredibly rare treasure, sell it off in Argentum, and use that money to buy a house in Gormont where we can all live. Gotta keep dreaming big, right? Thank you so much for this. I swear I'll become a salvager someday. That doesn't appear to do anything, but maybe the chivalry will come back to you someday. I like that. I think you really gotta be good to kids. I do a lot of things with Pokemon cards, and whenever there's like a little kid that wants to trade with me, I always make sure that they get a good deal. I mean, I don't, of course I'm not gonna give them my best card or anything like that, but I'm gonna make sure that they get some good stuff. And I think that's what you really gotta do, because when I was a kid and I went to card events and all that, and you know, there were like bullies that took all of my rare cards and rip off trades and everything, and they like duped me. I would go home and I'd realize I didn't have all my good cards anymore, and I would just not want to go to events anymore. Kids are the future of your scene. They're the future of the world. You gotta trust in them. Bits and pieces. After talking to the townsfolk, here's what we know. Pretend injured blackmailer, people, and doctor named Celian are working together. Also, the doctor has some secret ties to the moneylender, Arith. We also heard rumors that the medical fees he charged are astronomical. Further, the doctor and lender meet at night in the old city of Tedham. That mean doctor and Lone Shark working together. Sure sounds like I've been had. But that's not enough proof to get them arrested, not yet. Then we must seek other means. We shall visit the old town at night and witness them in act. Evidence thus obtained, we may then judge them fairly. Yeah, that'd be the quickest way. Not sure we'll go so smooth. We can argue here until the Armu come home. We'll make no progress. We have to do what Percival says. Let's go to the old city of Tedham at night. It's bound to be dangerous, though. Eleanor, you should stay home. I will. Thank you, everyone. I just feel really strongly about that, treating kids well and doing things like that for them, because I think one of the worst things that a society can do is not trust in the younger generation. And like throughout history, that's always been such a prevalent thing that older people just can't seem to trust in the younger people and, you know, try to like learn with them and everything, because like it or not, the younger people are gonna end up ruling the world in a few years and you don't get a say in that. This next objective requires going to the old industrial district late at night. Has to be at least after midnight, one of those touchy objectives you see.
The doctor and the loan shark.
So it would appear.
It seems there was merit to the hearsay.
A doctor is meant to relieve the townsfolk's suffering, not add to it. We can't let this stand.
Percival? What about the woman? Were you able to collect? Oh, there were complications, but we reached an agreement. It'll be over soon.
I should say it will.
Percival!
Are they dead?
No, simply knocked out. If we tie them up, Ardanian guards can collect them later.
That was a fine display, but I will say this. Jumping in alone was an unnecessary risk.
Right, what Morag said. What if there'd been more of them?
It was the right moment. I exercised my judgment. If we had wasted any more time, they could have gotten away, which would, in turn, lead to the suffering of many innocents.
That one possibility, but we are comrades. Should not forget to use teamwork.
Percival, why are you so set on eradicating evil?
There is evil in this world which the law is not equipped to deal with. Many shed tears, and even blood, suffering in its shadow. When a new lease on life was given to me, I felt a duty to use my power to help uplift the downtrodden. As if it were the reason for my existence, to punish all evil that lurks in this world.
Punish all evil. Well, if that doesn't sound noble, I don't know what does.
Ah, so that will is where all your might stems from.
Well, anyhow, we're allies now, right? Trust us to help you.
I'll try.
Well, whatever. At least we closed the case. No need for all this scolding, am I right?
Ah, but it is not over yet.
Say what?
We have indeed felled the doctor and the moneylender, but many evildoers involved in the case are still at large.
Right. Well, in that case, we'd best get to tracking them sharpish.
No need.
Huh?
How so?
This is my job. It does not seem fair to trouble you all any further. Please, leave it to me.
Percival? And he's gone.
Oh, it's like he didn't hear a single word we said.
Did I mention that they're all voice acted too? Because this game wasn't cool enough already? Drives me up a tree whenever you have like really big and rich franchises that just refuse to have voice acting, and this one does it just fine. We've unlocked a new Merc mission from that, and not a moment too soon either. This just came back. That's another completed blade!
Finally, I've reached the peak of my ability. Good view from here.
Sorry to cut your celebration short, ouch. In Moradane, we have Brought to Justice 1. This requires assassination and leaping. Skills that are specific, well, leaping's not, but assassination is a skill specific to Percival.
I withdraw reluctantly.
Everyone's counting on
Ursula,
me.
you're apparently a great pick for this.
I can light a fire.
Crossette, you go too. Keep him in check with your actual sunshininess. That's a 15-minute Merc mission. The gondola inspection that we just unlocked has a soldier ring. That's a new accessory, so I'll take that. First time forming this Merc group.
We will be the Gungnir Wardens. Let's head out.
Good luck!
I can see it all now. I'm your gondola repairman.
A reasonable result.
Percy, bud! You're not exactly the hugging type, I bet, but it's okay. Your flames don't hurt somebody you love when they hug you, right? Or is that Ponyta?
There's no predicament we can't endure.
Her chart looking pretty full. I guess that's what happens when I use you for all the important fights. We go back and check more Ardain. And we now have Brought to Justice 2. You ever look at something and realize that now it's going to be a thing that's going to take a really long time? Yeah, I get that feeling too.
I withdraw
Percival,
reluctantly.
Go for it again, man. Percy's back. Going off to more Ardain, Brought to Justice 3. There's an outdoor attack up from this, so it is a very welcome one. As much as I act kind of annoyed at these, it's not that bad. It's cool by me. There's good rewards for doing these merc missions, and oftentimes whenever there's any kind of blade quest that requires doing anything like this, or even just any quest that requires you to do a merc mission, generally they make it worth your time by giving you good items as a result, and this is definitely a good example of that. See you later, Percy. Don't see much of you these days. You're obsessed with solving this crime. He's done. Outdoor attack up 2 and critical up 2. Completed another merc mission.
That was a slow.
Let's play Where'd the Textures Go? Aw, they didn't go anywhere. They were just hiding. I have apprehended all the evildoers involved in the recent incidents. Consequently, the woman Eleonora need worry about her debt no more. A job well done, Percival. But next time, please do not go off on your own. I'll see what I can do. You do realize that your actions could have endangered the whole party? And yet, the reason I acted alone was precisely to avoid endangering you. Hey, how about we table this for now? We should hurry up and bring Eleanor the good news. You're right. Let's go and put her mind at ease. I think I've only heard the expression table this for now in two contexts. This side quest and the Jonathan Colton song Regarding Your Brains, which is a fantastic song that you should go listen to. Where are you? I've never seen a Jonathan Colton concert like on his own. I've only ever seen him opening for other acts, and I've always liked him better than whoever he was opening for. Oh. Eleonora, what? Why? Some time has already passed since she last drew breath. But who would... Whoever it was, they may have left clues. We must search thoroughly. I sure picked a song to talk about right then. The wounds indicates a single deadly blade strike. No signs of struggle. A one-hit kill. I doubt she was even aware of any danger. The deed was perpetrated by a professional killer. That's awful. What was the point in killing her? You, scum. How long will you skulk in the shadows? My, the heartless judge. How long's it been? 20-odd years? As I live and breathe, I wonder which blade could be giving a ruthless band of assassins like my bloody lobsters trouble. That's a trigger word and a half. But I never expected that blade would be you. Causing you trouble, what are you talking about? Ha! Now you're trying to play dumb. You capturing our employers put paid to our finely crafted money-making scheme, you know. You've made it clear that you wanted to wash your hands of our enterprise, damn you. So why come back now? Could it be that you actually missed the killing? Mr. Heartless Judge? You claim to know my old self, scum. I recognize neither you nor that heartless Judge Sobriquet you keep using. I stake no claim to the power over life and death, and I renounce killing. I am not the Percival you knew. The man who's killed women and children without batting an eyelid now renounces killing. The irony is too delicious. I assume this is your handiwork. Why did you kill the woman? Why? I'm getting paid for it. What other reason do I need? Your employers have been caught and judged by me. There is no paycheck waiting for you. Is that not so? Hey now, aren't you forgetting something? Whatever the reason, once you enter a contract, you have to do the deed. That's the rule, remember? Reputation is everything in this world. Or have you forgotten that too? It's a shame seeing as you used to be the one who killed for pay, not pay or glory, but because you liked it so much. Man, people sure can change. Oh yeah, but you're a blade, right? Have you said your piece? Chill out, Percy. You do not call him Percy! Only I call him Percy! I didn't even know that you called him Percy! I didn't remember that! This guy is just annoying me on every possible level. This is what's going to happen if you keep meddling with our work. Got it? You'd best keep it in mind, Percival the pacifist. What a weirdo. Judging by the technique, however, he is a capable swordsman. Certainly not a foe to be taken lightly. Percival, where are you going? Isn't it obvious? I'm giving chase. That man cannot remain at large. You're going to avenge Eleanor, is that it? And alone again? The man's grudge is against me, and me alone. There is no need for you to get involved. Percival, this has ceased to be your problem. It's our problem now. One that we must join forces in solving. That's right, Percy. Let us give you a hand. Very well. Do as you wish, then. Great, now that's settled, we should find out more about that mook. It might make sense to task the mercenaries with collecting intel on the Bloody Lobsters. If we can predict their next move, we should be able to stop them with Percival's aid. Only we call you Percy, and I will hear nothing more of the sort. Percy has got another merc mission that he must be the leader of. We need 2 more Darkblades besides him. You've got the info collector, and you need to be leveled up too. No other Darkblades actually fit the requirement, so we'll just give it to, how about you? You're pretty close to getting maxed out.
Just show me the way.
See you in 10 minutes. What? When I was trying to set up a cool kind of avant-garde shot or whatever of the city, Why is Rex gyrating every time I want to do something cool? Rex, you do realize Pyro's watching. His head! Oh. I was trying to do another one of these time lapses to show time passing, and it just ended up funny.
Mission complete.
Mission complete!
Safely!
A reasonable result.
Yes! Yes!
Yes! Wolfie! I'm just adding
power.
I'm just giving everybody nicknames. I actually went back to the old industrial district in Mor Ardain thinking that was where we had to go, but no. The intel we got tells us to go to Argentum and talk to Papunin in the chairman's room. Papunin? I can only ever hear him say the name that way. Tell me, is it true you're involved with the Bloody Lobsters? That is a gross misunderstanding. It's quite actually the opposite. Papunin fearful for own life. Explain. There is plot in place to get rid of me, to make sure dark secrets of ex-chairman Banna stay secret. And so, Bloody Lobsters get employed and life of Papunin now in danger. Right, I gotcha. It's not that you hired them, it's that you're their next target. Right, exactly. Papunin not sleep a wink from stress. Is it possible that friends wish to find Bloody Lobsters? That's right. In that case, please guard Papunin. Assassins come to kill Papunin for sure, then friends can capture them. You volunteer to act as bait. It seems like a good idea, but also kind of dangerous. It will be fine, so long as I am here. And hopefully you drivers as well. You know it, Percival! We'll be there with bells on, and we'll keep Papunin safe as anything. If you had bells on, wouldn't that make you easier to detect from the assassins because they'd hear you? Life of Papunin already threatened, so act as decoy, not big deal. Awesome, sounds like a plan. Me think Bloody Lobster's most likely to come in at night. Please assemble in front of den of Papunin on salvage deck at dead of night. Oi, Bloody Lobster, Governor! One of those late night objectives is signified by the stars on the change time screen. And I know how to make an entrance no assassin will ever expect! Crap, I missed it by a little bit. Wait, Brobro still has the thing above his head. Oh, he's just saying the same thing that he did before, never mind. Man, I really knew how to not make the entrance that they would never expect if I ran off and went to go talk to Brobro before actually rushing in. Papunin sure is a sound sleeper. Is this what not sleeping a wink looks like now? Quiet now, they're here. come to interfere with us again, Mr. Heartless Judge. Where is the man I want? He said to tell you to mind your own business. In that case, I will bring you down and draw him out. Haha, you can damn well try. Yeah! Percival is so damn cool. Wow, these enemies have pitiful levels. Percival, I hope you add insult to injury and just, yes, you executor! It's not executioner, it's executor. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. I think that sounds more realistic though, it being executioner, given what it is he's actually doing. Whereas I think executor can mean that, but it could also mean somebody acting on a will. March of the executor squad, yeah! All right, 2 down, 1 to go. Clean driver. Okay. We'll go for that. We just keep breaking them. We don't actually do anything else. Can't get any further in the driver combo until they're already dead. Except, nope, fusion combo was enough to finish off half his health.
Nice one, Percival. I can see that you move just like you did back then. I take back what I said. You have not changed in the slightest. It's just like that time. That time you disobeyed me, betrayed your friends, and tried to leave the bloody lobsters.
I don't see what's funny.
You don't? But it's exhilarating. The excitement of it. To think we might kill each other again. It thrills me like nothing else.
I thought I told you. I have no recollection of you at all.
You won't play along, huh? Well, I don't mind. The generous guy that I am, I will bury you with my own hands once more. Just like I did 20 years ago.
Foolish. Under the circumstances, you have no hope of winning.
Huh? Oh, you're relying on friends now. You, Percival? Really? Well, certainly I would have preferred to assassinate you. And with this crowd here, it'd hardly be a proper assassination. Oh, I suppose I could just wipe out the lot of them too, just like you would. There! Problem solved!
Lethal Bradley, the king of the bloody lobsters. For those wondering why it's a trigger word, Bloody Lobsters is the entire reason, besides 2 songs in the OST, why people say Xenoblade Chronicles X is a bad game. I stand by that. And people always tell me like, oh, the game is such a bad soundtrack, and then I'll list like 20 songs that they absolutely love, and then they'll be like, yeah, it actually is only 2 songs that make me say it has a bad soundtrack. It bothers me, it really, really does. Lethal Bradley, oh, you actually have minions. Well, I know who I'm targeting then, if Percival has his ability and these are regular enemies. We have the clean driver to deal with once again. I do like him, he is very, very clean. Doesn't get any blood in his cheeks whenever he's killing people. Very hard thing to do. Don't want to have any blood on the collar, much less lipstick. We'll go for it again. Gravity Break. Sounds like a PlayStation game. Oh, there's Gravity Rush. It's dumb. What am I saying? I've heard that game is very good. I've never actually played it. I'm one of the 4 people in the United States that owns a PlayStation Vita. I gotta tell you, there was a momentous occasion I was a part of a few years back that I don't really think got noticed. Proton John brought down his Vita one time when he visited me, which meant that 2 of the 4 people in North America who own a PlayStation Vita were in the same room as each other at the same time with their systems. I don't think that'll ever happen again. I ain't ragging on it. I think it's a good piece of hardware. It's just a really I don't want to get into the semantics of my Vita apologetics routine. We're good. Give me my topple. Give me my topple. Give me my topple. Thank you. Mithra, you throw the sword at him. That'll set things up. Good. Topple him again. If you could launch Nia, that would be great. You're not on the right blade, though. Oh well. I'll break him. Ah, he evaded. It's okay, though. He's dead.
Ready to deploy.
And then, ooh, level 4 special coming right up. Go for it! Ah, and during a break, too! Whoa! Ho, ho! I remember thinking that was how much level 4 specials would just do in general the first time I heard about them. And I was kind of disappointed that they didn't. Ah, why are they only level 26? Hi, Vess. You just saying hi?
Why the hell won't you end this?
I am not a killer. Not even when it comes to worthless scum like you.
Not a killer? Stop fooling yourself, boyo. Even if you don't kill me now, you can bet your ass someone will. Like that woman. Everyone dies sooner or later. Percival, your skills, they are made for ending people's lives. It's like you don't get it. It doesn't matter how many times you're reborn. A killer is what you are. Need proof? That burning desire you feel to kill me now is proof enough. What's wrong? Do it. You hate me, don't you? You won't let scum like me live, will you? You can stop holding back and kill me already, Percival. Do it and reclaim your past glory.
I will not. Dying here would be too easy an end for one such as you. No, you will live so that you can spend the rest of your life atoning for your sins.
That? Isn't that a fate crueler than death? Percival, you really are the heartless judge.
Well done, friends. Thank you for saving Papoonin. Papoonin in your debt, and will certainly repay one day. We only did what's right. No reward is necessary. Percy, don't speak for all of us. Speak for yourself, mate. Hey, Percival, wait, man. It like Percival not even listen when we talk about importance of teamwork. Tora and friends follow Percival. Papoonin, keep up good work. Bye-bye then. That was a job and a half, wasn't it? But we avenged Eleonora. I bet she's happy about that. It matters not. So long as there are those in need of judgment, I will continue to met it out with this sword. That is all. What a cool guy. What a cool guy. Percival, you are awesome. We get a magnet chip, Machine Hunter 2, and Evasion Focus 2. Now, the magnet chip is an interesting core chip. I want to go into Morag here.
Looking forward to working
and I want to see what I can get by equipping your common blades with that. I think for me to show this, I'm gonna need to awaken some more common blades for Morag. And you know what that means? We're totally going to be seeing a rare blade here today when I don't want it to happen. I have in mind who the next blade for Morag is going to be, but we got a lot of common core crystals building up, and I want common blades. Let's go for it. Oh, an ether cannon! I'm laughing because the ether cannon is, without a doubt, Morag's worst weapon class. She's not meant to be used at range at all. It doesn't match her playstyle. A ranged tank doesn't have much purpose in a game just in terms of basic logic, and this is no exception. Increased accuracy during the night. I suppose this is just a quick aside. I could go into this where, yeah, so she has a break art. Woodcutter is increased damage dealt when HP is high. Touch Me Not has no special effect. It does damage ahead of her. And then we have a one target that increases damage to launched enemies. These arts are really sorry. They're very slow. Look at those long recharges, 12, 8, 12, and 11. Again, I reiterate, no bonus effect on this. Very weak arts. They come out very slowly, and she's just kind of a joke with it. I'd love to showcase how bad it is one day, but that day is not today. So False Alarm, it's actually not the motor chip that we just got. I had that mixed up with Bridget here, where the magnet chip gives her strength plus 50. What we want is the Earlite chip. Hope I'm pronouncing that one right. Mineralogy is weird, as is any kind of science. Nothing has ever called what it would make more sense to be. Nothing has ever called what it would make sense to a basic human being. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. The Earlite chip, which we've had for a little while now, gives strength plus 50 to chroma katanas. So I did need to wake up a blade for this, just not the variety that I thought. This is a very valid tactic that I would recommend for Morag pretty highly, and it gives common blades a really obvious use. Common blades tend to get much better buffs out of core chips than rare blades do. Not in all cases, but it's a lot more consistent, I would say, that you're gonna like these effects. By giving Morag a blade that has strength plus 50, any blade at all, and just never switching off of Bridget, who, by the way, has strength plus 50 on her right now, you can get strength plus 150 on Morag and have Bridget hitting like a truck, and because you never switch off of her, that skill of hers that makes her more powerful every time she evades an attack just makes her a complete monster. It's a great tactic, and I could actually recommend that pretty highly if I didn't have other plans for this Earlite chip. I'd like to give common blades the spotlight fairly soon. It's just that we've had a lot of rare blades getting the spotlight lately, a lot of new ones showing up as well, and I didn't want to take the spotlight away from them and have them build up for too long. Anyway, that is quite a lot that we have taken care of here. Whoa, we also got some new skills, it looks like. Oh.
The fruits of training.
Some pretty low-hanging fruit, like this joke. But I tend to like red fruit as long as it's not a red delicious apple. There's a rock.
I am awake!
Magnificent.
That is all for now. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we're gonna be going to... what?
Crossette is back.
Hold on a minute, what? Excuse me.
Did we crush it?
Did that just say what I think it did? Crossette?
My firepower has increased.
Did you break something?
Get it? I feel smarter.
We just unlocked a Merc mission for a country we don't even have access to. What? I don't even know how that happened. What is it with this? I swear this game really isn't that buggy, but whenever I'm recording it, it just likes to explode on me. Unless there's any other breakages I should know about, that is all for now. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we go around the Argentum Trade Guild and see lots of new sights around here. See you guys then. Are you gonna give me a Merc mission for a place I don't have to? Hi there. Friends here. Tiwi hearing more and more reports of monsters attacking salvagers in Cloudsea lately. It's harder to move down there, so if monsters attack, escape not much of an option. Lots of salvagers too afraid to dive now, frozen with scary scares. If put Tiwi off too. So Tiwi just enjoying view from here. Maybe if Tiwi had bodyguard, would have courage to dive. Percival, maybe you and the guys could look into this. Yes, my liege. Really? Friends help protect Tiwi? Oh, hoo, hoo, much relief. Tiwi, so glad to hear. Another Merc mission for you. Bye.